Yo, 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 this your boy Chief Feline, and now you tuned in to Top of the Morning Podcast Show, episode 9.
Top of the morning to you. What's the hat? Top of the morning to you. What's the hat? Top of the morning to you. What's the hat? Top of the morning to you. Here, you giving us the house, man?
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and now y'all tuned in to Top of the Morning Podcast Show. This is episode 9. How's everybody feeling today? Yeah. All right. You look great. Y'all look great. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You may sit. I want to thank you all for coming and tuning in to Top of the Morning Podcast Show. This is your boy Chief Feline. A lot of shit happened over the weekend. First of all, it was my birthday. It was a great day, and it was also a sad day. But I'm going to start off why it was a great day. It was a great day. I celebrated my birthday. My lady took me out to dinner, you know what I'm saying? And I had a few friends in the studio. You know, they kind of threw me a surprise birthday party. It was the first time ever I was surprised. Usually I figure it out that if somebody throwing me a party, I usually figure that shit out, but they really played this off real good. Shouts out to my girl, man. She really did this one, man. Thank you, baby. I love you. But yeah, it was fun, man. I want to thank UB, Tyson Dominicano, LCK Body, El Mike, Hip Hop Columbia, Michelangelo, my sister, her boyfriend George, and Chucky Greenlight and his wife Lindsay, and you know my girl, you know, thank you again, UB Destiny, you know what I'm saying, UB List the Plug. I don't want to leave nobody out, so I'm trying to remember everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I left you out, you already know. Nigga, thank you. Fuck it. But I had a great time, man. It was a great birthday, man. I had like 4 bottles of tequila. They got me some bud. That shit was lit. It was right here, you know, in the studio, Top of the Morning Podcast Show. So it was a great day. You know, we had a couple debates of that day about certain shit about my show. So, you know, and man, that was a hell of a fucking 39th birthday party, man. Thank you guys, man. Now, let's go to the sad part of it. We lost a Miami legend here. He was a personal friend of mine, and he was the world's known as the nastiest crew in hip hop. You know, Fresh Kid Ice from Two Light Crew has deceased July 13, 2017 in the morning. You know, I don't know exactly what time, you know, but I woke up to that news on my birthday, on my fucking birthday, you know. DJ Mega Mix sent me a text in the group chat with a few of us from 305hiphop.com. They sent us a text in the group chat about Fresh Kid Ice, you know, being deceased and all that. So when I seen that, I did my own research. I went on Twitter, and because Wikipedia and Google didn't have no information on him yet, but TMZ did. That's how we were confirmed that TMZ, once TMZ put out there he was dead at 53, we was like, okay, then that's official. He died. So I went on Twitter and I seen JT Money, you know, retweeted saying that he died and all this other stuff. So I knew it was official. Then I called Brad from the Groundhogs and I texted him that the Fresh Kid Ice died. And he said, wait, what? So then he texted me back, like, I say about 5 minutes later, saying, yeah, he just spoke to his son that he died or some shit. And yeah, he had a lot of complications, medical complications, and stuff like that. So I want to give a nice shout out to my boy Fresh Kid Ice. I wish I could find the fucking song that we did together, man. I would play this shit at the end of this segment, but I can't find that shit, man. That was a few hard drives ago, Fuck, man. And then the song, and that song that we did together, it was me, Fresh Kid Ice, Black from Trader Hardaway, Flow Rider was on it, DJ Big Will, God bless the dead, he was in it, he was on there, Ill Will, oh Big Will, yeah, Big Will, and who else was on there? Fish and Grits was on there. Bread from the Groundhogs and me, myself was on there. It was a few niggas on there. It was like a 305 collabo. Black from Trader Hardway was on there too, man. It would have been a nice little joint. And I know he took the song with him, but I can't find that shit, man. Because, Fresh Kid, I did a few songs in my studio. He did a song with Neo. It was called Beneficial. That was a dope-ass track. I can't find that one either. And the one that we all did, Fresh Kid, I came and did a few joints in my studio, man. We was always chilling, man. And one day he said, Chief, man, I love your voice, man. I would like to hear your music. You do music? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, because Bray was telling me, so let me hear what you got. I said, all right, cool. So I played him a few joints. He was feeling it, you know what I'm saying? But then when I played him this joint that me and the Groundhogs did, Bread and J Hog, free J Hog, he'll be out in 3 years, man. He'll be out soon. But anyway, we did this joint called About to Go Down, and I played it for him, and he loved it. He was like, wow, this is an incredible record, I love it. Yo, because it was really a dance record. A lot of people liked it, so it was really dancey and shit. The shit we were talking about was hood, but it was a dancing record, so it kind of fit in, whatever. So he was like, look, I got a show at Revolutions tonight. I would like for y'all boys to perform in the, mid part of my show. I said, all right, cool. Hell yeah. So he was like, all right, bring the show CD tonight, Revolution. Meet me at the hotel and such and such. I said, all right, cool. So Flow Rider was right there, Flow hasn't even got signed or nothing. He was just with the Groundhogs doing his thing, and Flow Rider was just there chilling. So that night, Bread calls me and he tells me, yo, look, I'm here with the Groundhogs, I'm here with Fresh Kid Ice at the hotel and shit. Come meet us over here. So we all get to leave in one. I think we left in a limo. I don't remember how we got to the club. But we went to we met up in the hotel, we were getting our drink on and all this other shit. Then after that, we got that ride to the hotel, to the club. And I was with Caramalo that day. Me and Caramalo was together. And Jesus theme, it was his birthday, so he was there too. So we all was in the hotel. And, I was getting my drink on. He was passing me a drink. He was like, Chief. I said, what's up, kid? What's up, baby? How y'all doing? What's up, Chris? I didn't know what to call him. Was it Fresh? Was it Kid or Ice? So he was just like, call me Chris. I was like, all right, what's up, Chris? Hey, this and that. He was like, you want a drink? I said, hell yeah, pass me one. He make me a drink. We talking, we politicking. He like, you ready to do that? I like, fuck yeah, man. It'll be an honor to perform with you, man. I appreciate for this new opportunity, man. He like, man, you did a great job with that song. I like it a lot. Bread and them already my brother, because Bread, I met Chris. I met Fresh Kid Ice through Bread and Flow Rider. You know what I'm saying? I met him through them two, so it was kind of honor, to meet Chris. So next thing you know, we went to the club and they gave us the green room and we was chilling in the green room. Again, we was getting our drink on, little smoking here, there, whatever. Next thing you know, we had a boom, 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 boom. Somebody knocking on the door like the fucking police. So we were like, what the fuck is this? So somebody, I don't remember who answered the door, but whoever answered the door, we opened the door and it was the U.S. Marshal with some other guy there, like the spokesman and shit for Lil Joe Records. Because, Fresh Kid Ice, he had he couldn't do certain shit because Lil Joe was trying to sue him. They was trying to, Lil Joe's a faggot ass nigga, by the way. Fuck you, Lil Joe. You could have gave these boys their music, you know what I'm saying? These mans put in a lot of work and representing our city all around the world, and you want to take their fucking art and their royalties and everything they earn from them and shit. And fuck you too, Luke, because you let that shit happen. You the one that owned them, motherfucker. Anyway, but, they were telling Fresh Kid Ice that he couldn't perform this, he couldn't say this, couldn't say that, couldn't blah, blah. So he was like, yeah, whatever. And, he closed the door in their face and they left. So he was like, this the shit I gotta go through, Chief. I was like, damn. He like, that motherfucker cracker won't let me do my thing, man. We the one that wrote all these records and we can't even sing certain shit. So he was like, man, fuck that. Watch me do what I do. And next thing you know, they were like, Fresh Kid Ice from Two Light Crew. That motherfucker came out. Don't stop, book the book. And he started doing his verses for every song that was hot, that we all grew up listening to. So, it's crazy because, Caramalo, he was supposed to be on, with me. When I get out on stage, he's my hype man, so, he was supposed to be with me. But when I didn't know what Caramalo was at, you know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, I'm in the back chilling with the groundhogs and shit. Flow Rider just comes up to me and say, yo, Chief. I said, what's up? He said, man, your boy Caramalo wilding on stage. I said, what? He like, yeah, bro, man, you gotta talk to that nigga, man. I said, talk, what the fuck you doing? I know my boy Caramalo, he can get wild sometimes, so I wanted to go see what's up. So when I looked through the curtains, I see Caramalo had a white girl on stage with her legs open, her pussy showing. And he was showing the crowd like, look, you know what I'm saying? The crowd was like hype. They were like, yeah. I looked at Flo, I said, what the fuck he doing wrong? This is the Two Light Crew show. What the fuck? He like, nah, man, the U.S. Marshal. And he was talking about a bunch of this. I like, bruh, you see Fresh Kid Ice? That nigga looking and he's smiling and he's still performing. That's part of his show, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, Flo took it upon himself to step the Caramalo while he was on stage. After he put the girl down, he took Caramalo to the side like, bro, you can't do that. This is Two Light Crew. And Caramalo like, yeah, exactly. What the hell? You got to ask Caramalo about that conversation because I wasn't really there. I just heard from what he was saying, but it was kind of a blur. It was a while ago. But, Flo was kind of hot about it. Whatever. He wasn't too mad, but, he didn't like the situation. He thought Chris was going to be mad about that, but Chris actually was cool about that because that's what Two Light Crew show is. You know what I'm saying? So that was a crazy Two Light Crew night. I ain't going to lie, man. We had fun. And, and then after that, Fresh Kid Ice was doing his show, his segment. Next thing you know, he just go like, yeah, hold up. I want to bring out my boys. They got a hot new single called About to Go Down. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to welcome them tonight to my performance. And I want y'all to give a round of applause for my boy Chief Eli and Brad from the Groundhogs. Just because he gave us that clout. We came in, our beat came on, gotta get your hustle on. Man, the crowd was stupid, man. They was like, yo, and everybody was dancing, we doing our shit, me, Brad, and JR, we rocked the fuck out of Revolutions that night. You know what I'm saying? And they Fresh Kid out like, yeah, man, these boys, after we finished our set, these boys, they were like, yeah, man, these boys, man, y'all boys do your thing, boy, these boys gonna go to the top charts, la, this and that. Bob. He continued with his show, more Two Light Crew shit. So we was enjoying that shit. Me personally, I didn't want to be backstage no more listening to Fresh Kid Ice perform. I actually said, fuck this. As soon as I finished my set, oh yeah, by the way, when I finished my set, one of Fresh Kid Ice dancers, she kind of used me to be the guy that she gonna grind on the chair and all this other shit. So, she was kind of like, she sat on my lap, started grinding on me and all this other shit. I was surprised because I wasn't part of that. She just grabbed me and sat me down. So, you know what I'm saying? So, she started doing all that. Next thing you know, she was like, all right, so I got up and I did. And when I went behind the curtains to go watch Fresh Kid Ice perform and shit, I was going behind the curtains to walk from backstage to the dance floor, right? Flo was like, I see Flo, with his arms crossed and shit, staring at me with this look. And I said, what's wrong with you? He was like, bruh, how you gonna try me like that? I said, what the fuck you mean? I try you? I ain't try you. He like, yeah, bruh. How you gonna down my old lady like that? I said, dog, that was your old lady? He like, bruh, come on, man, you know that was my old lady. I said, bruh, I don't know your old lady. I didn't even know you had an old lady. She grabbed me and started dancing. He like, come on, man. I said, dog, Flo, she grabbed me. And he like, nah, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you. I said, damn, dog, why you gotta play like that? You know what I'm saying? One thing about me and Flo, we used to play a lot. We would play junkie. He'll play that little gay shit on me. That shit used to piss me off because I really thought, he really meant that kind of shit. But Flo Rida, my nigga, I miss that nigga as a homie, man. He was real funny, you know what I'm saying? He liked to play little jokes here and there. He was sarcastic like a motherfucker, slick mouth, you know what I'm saying? Cool, but he didn't talk much, bro. If Flo really talked to you, it's because he's really cool with you. He didn't really talk much. He don't really talk much, and people don't know, so. Yeah, man, so I got his ass back, though, you know what I'm saying? But by the way, Fresh Kid Ice, rest in peace, man. We love you, we miss you, man. I want to thank you for that night, the opportunity. It was a blessing meeting you, you know what I'm saying? It was an honor working with you, recording you. I recorded a lot of your joints. I probably recorded like over 12 songs with you. I thank you, man, for everything you left behind for us Miamians and for the history of hip-hop, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, back to the story with Flo Rida. I remember I got Flo Rida one time. He just got signed that year. He just did a birthday, and Lo was just just getting on the radio. And I was on stage when this one was all tight before he got Mr. fucking Millionaire. He just forgot about everybody. Once he got that check, he just like faded away little by little. But we was hanging all the time. But check this out. We was in Cayocho. He sat there and watched me perform on my set, me and the Groundhogs and everybody. And then we followed him to go to his set to watch him perform. So we walking, blah, 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 because, we all from Carol City. You know what I'm saying? And Flo Rida's from 37 projects. I lived on 47. It's not that far. It's just one, headlight fucking traffic light away. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Flo was performing at Cayocho. Fat Joe was on stage. He was doing his thing. Me and Flo Rida was right behind Fat Joe and all of, Bread was on stage. A few people was on stage. Fat Joe was performing. And next thing you know, Briscoe did his set first. And then after Briscoe, Flo came in. Everybody was like, I don't want no cake on my birthday. I want my cake every day. Every day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And then he did that joint. Everybody like, yeah. Everybody was feeling it. Then after that, he did them apple bottom jeans with them boots in the fur. T-Pain wasn't there, but, it happened without him, whatever. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? The crowd was like, yeah. Next thing you know, I see, cause Flo, every time he do a show, he want to take off his shirt and show the muscles to the bitches and want to flex them and shit, and the bitches be like, Flo don't have to be singing raw or sing a record. This is before he blew up, y'all. He'll take off his shirt and, flex him and shit, cause he already sweaty and shit. It look like he greased them up. So he there flexing, all the bitches like, Flo, you know what I'm saying? So he already had that appeal on bitches already. He mastered that. He knew that already. So, you know what I'm saying? So he took off his shirt, and when he had it over his shoulder, he was performing. I remember he had lifted his arms up, and he said, 305, 305, and then the shirt fell on the floor. So I picked it up, and I held it down for him, so when he get off stage, I give it back to him. Next thing you know, he get off stage. I see Noriega from the Drink Champs and CNN, you know what I'm saying? Capone and Noriega, I see Noriega. He started talking to Flo as soon as we seen them. Like, as soon as I seen Noriega, and we was walking with Flo, me, Bray, all of us was together, so Soon as I seen Noriega, he seen Flo, and he started talking to Flo. He was like, that record was crazy. Like, he hasn't heard a good record in a long time, and he was talking about Birthday and Low and all that. So, you know, I was, whatever. So he was like, you know, I wrote a fat verse to that shit, man, and this and this and that. And Flo, I remember Flo, like, he kind of killed that shit. He was like, yo, I remember I tried to say what's up to you. I was trying to ask you where you got those sneakers from, and you really didn't say nothing to me. You kind of like brushed me off. And he like, yeah, but that was a long time ago. That's what Flo said. And Nori put this face like he felt bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he gonna hit me with that. So he was like, yeah, but bet that up though. Flo told him like, bet that up though. Appreciate the love, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of, that to me, like, I kind of like the Flo for that shit. I was like, okay, yeah, Flo, that was raw, nigga, cause you know what I'm saying? Nigga try you when you ain't nobody to brush you off when you wanted to ask him about some sneakers and all this other shit. He brushed you off like you was a male groupie, and now he doing it to you. And you just like, you remind him like you did this. And you were like, but thank you for your compliment though. At least you spoke and he didn't speak to you. You know, he kind of brushed you off like, get away, groupie ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, no disrespect Noriega. I'm just saying from what I heard and when I was right there at that moment and what I seen, I was like, yeah, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? But then, when that happened, I said, yo, Flo, yo, my nigga, you dropped the shirt, and there was a girl. I forgot all about to tell you this. There was a girl that when he was performing on Low, she was kind of grinding on him, you know what I'm saying? But she was from the stage. She ain't come from the crowd, so I kind of used that for my advantage. She was kind of grinding on Flo and shit, and he was, you know, performing, doing his thing, you know, looking good for his show. So I was like, all right, cool. Wait till you get on stage. So when I came to give him the shirt, I said, yo, Flo, here. I kind of threw the shirt at him. They're like, that? I said, yeah, bro, that was my old lady. My bad, I ain't say my old lady. I said, that was my sister. I said, bro, that was my little sister you dancing on, bro. And he was like, oh, for real? He like, yeah, bro, don't act like you ain't know, bro. We grew up together. You know what my little sister looked like, bro. He like, man, he started like grinching and I like, he ain't. I said, nah, man, I just played. That ain't my little sister. He like, I kind of figured. You know what I'm saying? We would play junkie like that. I got his ass back that day because he was kind of lost. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was some good old time, man. I got a bunch of Flo stories. I'm not going to get into it. It's not even about Flo. You know, I got a bunch of shit that he might not want me to even tell you because, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's between us. Real niggas don't do fuck shit. But yeah, man, rest in peace to Fresh Kid Ice, bro. That was the whole thing about this right here, man. Fresh Kid Ice put in a lot of work in this city, man. The whole world, man. They sold over 40 million records, man. For a crew that was not considered hip hop back then. When I don't know how true this is. You know, I heard this when I was younger. I really don't know how true it is, so please don't take this information serious. But when I was at least, I say about 15, 14 around there, I heard on Fifth Street. Fifth Street is a club in South Beach, like it later turned to Cristal's and all that. But Fifth Street was a club in South Beach that a lot of rappers performed in back then. You know what I'm saying? And I heard KRS-One, Cypress Hill, and I think like Two Like Crews. If I'm not mistaken, man, if it wasn't, I don't know if it was Two Cypress Hill, but it was like two New York groups, and it was like Two Like Crew. But from what I heard, that Two Like Crew wasn't the headliner that night. Like they was opening up for KRS or something like that. So supposedly like Cypress Hill, whatever group it was, they did their thing, you know what I'm saying? And then like when Luke came on, because you know the last rapper was KRS, he's a New York MC, and he's like the father MC of hip hop, whatever. So when Two Live Crew got on stage, they started doing their shit. Don't stop, pop that pussy, doodle brown, doodle brown. And you know, they had hoes on stage shaking their ass. You know, you just see pussy and ass on stage. So, you know, niggas was loving it. Everybody, including bitches, because there was a lot of dykes out there. There was a lot of bulldaggers out there them days. So, you know what I'm saying? They were loving it. So, next thing you know, Luke did his thing, did like probably 8 joints, you know what I'm saying? Soon as he got off stage, you know, supposedly they played a few records of, you know, DJ music that's hot on the radio, whatever. Next thing you know, when they introduced KRS, you know what I'm saying? He did his shit on stage. You know, he was coming on that, I don't know, remember a song he came out of that year, but he came with that hippity hop shit, and niggas booed him. KRS won. Like I said, I don't know how true this is because I wasn't there. I'm hearing it from somebody else's mouth. But there was a couple of people that said this at that time. At that time, that happened. You know, it's hard to perform in Miami, and you was like a hit hot when we was having booty shaking shit going on here. Bitches dancing half naked on stage. Nobody want to see no rapping ass niggas. People want to see some bitches shake their ass out here. You know what I'm saying? So my nigga KRS got booed, bruh. As soon as he got on stage with that, I think it was MCs out there act like they don't know or whatever, that hippity hop shit. Boo! Boo! Bring Lou back out here with some ass, nigga. We just see some ass, nigga. We don't want that hippity hop shit hit. Bruh, the shit, you know, it was hard for KRS to perform out here. That's why they were talking shit about the South, saying there ain't no hip hop in the South. And there was, but you had to do it our way. And that's how the rap game is right now. The rap game is hip hop, but we just doing it our way. People in the South like to dance. I'm not a dancer. Don't include me in that. But people in the South like to dance. You know what I'm saying? It ain't shit else to do in the country. Ain't shit else to do but to get high, get some pussy, and dance. You know what I'm saying? If you got time, whoop a nigga ass or two. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it works out here. In Miami, it's like the city, but shit, we still the South. You know what I'm saying? We love moonshine too. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's how it gets down here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was crazy, man, because I remember when I first went to New York, I almost beat a nigga ass about some shit with Luke. And I had a fight, one fight in New York, and it was over for my cousin, but you know what I'm saying? This time it was just about some shit about Luke because I was playing basketball and I was shooting hoops and, you know, I was shooting threes and layups. And in New York, there ain't no low rims. At that time, I was like 16, 17, so, you know, I couldn't dunk 10 feet yet. In New York City, that's all they have is 10-foot rims. Everybody over there know how to dunk them shits because that's how they start off playing, trying to learn how to dunk 10 feet. So, I was playing ball, and next thing you know, one dude asked me, like, yo, little nigga, you nice, where you from? Because, you know, the way I talk, niggas sound like I, you know, nigga, where that weed at, what's up, homie? You know, shit like that. Some nigga like, where you from? You got a little slang. I said, bro, I'm from Miami. So one nigga consider it to be funny with it, like, oh, so you a booty shaking ass nigga, huh? You like Luke and them. I said, bro, ain't not one time you see me shake my ass out here, bro. You see me giving you nuts all fucking day. Nigga, face in your face, shooting threes, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, all this fucking, you want to just size me like that? You know what I'm saying? Because coming from Miami and New York, and Luke supposed to be representing hip-hop, they were really saying that's the water, they're fucking up the art, the culture, with that watered down shit, you know what I'm saying? I told them we just enhancing the culture, you know what I'm saying? Hip-hop is not meant to dance. Hip-hop is just meant to boogie. Niggas dance, they break dance, you know what I'm saying? Hip-hop is not made to dance, but if you let us take a little swing at it, we can make a dance with it, you know what I'm saying? That's how it was. Because all the shit, if you listen to the hip-hop in the 90s, early 80s and shit, they weren't really danceable. People would just bob into it and do their little dance move, but it's not a really dance beat. Like, you can't really grind and get nasty to it. Like, bitch can't shake their ass on your dick to none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your bitch can't shake their ass to DMX. No Tribe Called Quest. No Busta Rhymes. Where my name? You can't shake your ass at that. So that, you know what I'm saying? That's why we had, shake what your mama gave ya. Shake what your mama gave ya. Come on, come on, come on. Shake that shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's why we had these records. Don't get mad, just say it like this. Look, I appreciate those records. Because when I want to dance in the club and get my freak on with a bitch, that's the record I want to play. Because you can't get dirty with Tribe Called Quest or KRS. Ain't no dick grinding going on there on no bitch's ass. You can't. So, and you know what's so funny? That when I went to these New York parties in New Jersey and shit, and they fuck around and play Luke, all they ass. I don't give a fuck if you from the South or not. All y'all motherfucking ass was doing the dirty dance. Y'all always getting lap dances. Y'all were happy that Luke came out with them fucking records. Cause y'all had the party going and he'll keep the party going. And as long as Luke is playing those records, y'all gonna get y'all dick hard. You know what I'm saying? Cause bitches, when them records come out, when them records was getting played, bitches was getting dirty. And niggas had a boner like a motherfucker. Yeah, I know, cause I was one of them motherfuckers. Them bitches was getting nasty. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. People can talk shit about Luke and everything, but he really entertained y'all musically, and he gave the bitches, that action for niggas to get an erection. You know what I'm saying? That's how that works. So fuck y'all niggas, man. All talking about Luke and shit. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Fresh Kid Ice. Thank you, Brother Marquise. And thank you, Funk Boogie and Devastator for all those fire-ass beats. Yeah, top of the morning, baby. I'm closing this shit off with a joint for my nigga Fresh Kid Ice. Rest in peace, baby. Choo!
Don't do that, baby. Hold on there.
Suck it to me. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. We love you long time. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. We love you long time. So horny. So horny. So horny. We love you long time. So horny. So horny. So horny. We love you long time.
Sitting at home with my dick on hard, so I got the black book for a freak to call. Picked up the telephone, then dialed the 7-digit. Said, yo, this Marquise, baby, are you down with it? I arrived at a house, knocked on the door, not having no idea of what the night had in store. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning, not having appetite for sex. Cause me so horny.
Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. We love you long time. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. We love you long time.
Girls always ask me what I fuck so much. Just say what's wrong, baby doll, with a quick nut. Cause you're the one, and you shouldn't be mad. I won't tell your mama if you don't tell your dad. I know he'll be disgusted when he sees your pussy busted. Won't your mama be so mad if she knew I got the ass? I'm a freak indeed, a dog without warning. My appetite is sex, cause me so horny.
Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. We love you long time. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. We love you long time.
You can say I'm desperate, even call me perverted, but you say I'm a dog when I leave you fucked and deserted. I'll play with your heart just like it's a game. I'll be blowing your mind while you're blowing my brain. I'm just like that man they call Georgie Puddin' Pie. I fuck all the girls and I make them cry. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning, not having appetite for sex. Cause me so horny.
Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny.
society. You tell your parents that we're going out. Never to the movies,